Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Marauders Guild. I know it's been a while, but as you guys can clearly tell, there's a lot going on in our world right now. But we're going to focus on the good things right now because that's what we need. And I've decided to pop back in here with another Men of War Soul Squad video. There'll be more videos to come as well. I did a kind of a long recording session today, and this is the first of many. And this video, we're doing a simulation on the world of MIMBAM, if that sounds familiar. You saw it most recently in Solo, a Star Wars story at the beginning of the film. And we're kind of going to be following in that regard. So we're going to be doing our first Imperial battle. We've done a lot of Clone Wars battles on the channels. This is the first Imperial battle. And what I have set up here is the Empire, who is Team 1, as you can see as I just clicked it. Well, you couldn't see me click 1. But the Empire is Team 1 here. And they're going to be defending their facility here on the world of MIMBAM. They have troops set up throughout the base here, and also they have troops set up on the front line in this kind of trench area. And they're going to be defending against a rebel attack consisting of rotating. That means they will respawn every given amount of time of 60 rebel troops, which includes 65, I should actually say, which includes rebels with your standard A280 blaster rifle. You also have some A290s, I believe they're called, the sniper rifles. And of course, here we have some Wookiees, some of which are sporting stolen stormtrooper armor as they were recently freed from another facility here on the world of MIMBAM. And also you can see here they have hover tanks as well. Now these hover tanks are a one-ditch effort. They can only use them one time. They will not respawn should they be destroyed in the battle. So we're going to see if the rebels can make very good use of these for that first prong of the battle, because when they get inside the facility, these will be pretty much useless. So let's get right into the battle right now and check out the rebels attacking an Imperial facility on the world of MIMBAM. And the battle here is underway. As you can see, the hover tanks are getting ready to move into their positions respectively. They're off and gunning. Now the rebel troops, oh, don't get ran over by your own tank there. And then the rebel troops are going to move in as well. They have a lot of cover moving up, but the issue is when they actually get to the facility itself, they do have a pretty perilous situation here. They have to run into open field, not much cover. I mean, there are a few rocks here and there, but there isn't much cover. I'm going to switch to a team here so you can get a better implication of how the troops are moving. The tanks are almost at the battlefield. We'll see if the Empire can make quick work of it. They're looking at it, but they're not opening fire, and the tanks themselves are not opening fire. I have no idea what's going on there. Yeah, they're definitely looking, but they're not opening fire. Look at that. And vice versa for the tanks. So I guess the tanks are just stupid. I don't know how else to put it. But here come the rebel troops. The ground troops are on their way in. Maybe they can use that as an advantage. The tanks as a distraction. We'll see. Fire has not opened up. Oh, now fire has opened up on the rebels. They are sitting ducks, at least these group of troops, and explosions rocking off. Oh, now the tanks are firing. Oh, gosh. The tanks are firing rockets. They were lying in wait. Imperial casualties, are they mounting? Let's check it out. Jeez. So this is supposed to show you casualties when you click on it. Those bodies are gone. Those are the helmets of gone stormtroopers just floating in the air. And now the tanks are moving into position. They just decided to open up fire. Now the tanks are actually coming into play here. Sadly, it might have been too little too late for these guys over here. I didn't say it, but well, I did say it, but didn't give you the exact amount of time. I believe I have it set to 3 minutes, well, 345 seconds is whenever troops will respawn. So a good amount of time before more reinforcements, but it could still be enough time for the first assault to make some sort of a dent here. As we're going to switch to the rebels so you can get a better idea of where they're stationed. A group collecting at the rocks. As stormtroopers back at the base continue firing, this hover tank looks to be stuck on a railing. Is it going to be able to move? Let's get these stormtroopers to see if they can make work of it. Oh gosh, something just exploded. Okay, he is shooting rockets again. Those stormtroopers just went down. I don't know if you can point it out here, but these are actually 212 stormtroopers. working it out here, slugging it out on MIMBAM. If that line sounds familiar to you, it certainly will call back memories. These rebels are going to be kind of key to the preliminary assault. As I said, the right side moving forward, the right flank, I guess it shouldn't be the right flank technically, but the right side is pretty much non-existent anymore. As you can see, they still have a few Wookiees leading the charge, almost basically, really going up. In case you're wondering, none of these Wookiees are Chewbacca. I did not put them in battle because I didn't want to really worry about hero units per se. As you can see, these Wookiees that did steal Stormtrooper armor also stole Stormtrooper weapons, DLT 19s. The Wookiees that came equipped with their own stuff are carrying the classic Wookiee bowcaster. Actually, I think that might be Chewbacca right there, actually. Okay, no, it's just a random Wookiee. Is that racist in Star Wars? They call it. Oh! Well, whatever his name was, doesn't matter anymore because he is gone. Oh my gosh. I believe if you're wondering what fired that shot, it was not the Rebel hover tanks, as they are. This one's incapacitated by the looks of it. Oh god, you see the numbers of these troopers dwindle? I believe what fired that shot are these cannons stationed at the main complex. They are manned and they are primed to fire, and they were doing just that. So this is another thing the rebels are going to have to deal with in making a final approach. And they're just going to regroup. They're regrouping, falling back. Going to gather their strategy again. Because that was a heavy hit. I mean, all the Wookiees. I'm pretty sure every Wookiee that is on this position died in that explosion. And this rebel with a sniper is going to try to use this crater as cover. And it fails. He gets popped immediately. This rebel carrying an R97, I believe is what it's called. I can't remember. RT97C, I think is what it's called, is posting up by himself. It's another rebel with a sniper. No, he's carrying a GH-17 by the look of it. And look, there's one of the Wookiees there. I think that was just a hard hit. Yeah, there's no more Wookiees here. I don't see any more. And those guys are carrying really all the heavy. Oh no, there's one Wookiee there. One Wookiee. By the look of it. Is that a Wookiee here? Just chilling? No, that's a regular soldier. And now, just saw there, you can see at the bottom of the map, reinforcements have arrived. But as I said, vehicles are not included. These are just ground troops themselves as fire once again erupts on the battlefield. I mean, a plus side, oh, there goes the rebel down. Plus side here is most of the rebels still alive are carrying, oh, and that was another shot from that cannon. Took out a good amount of troops. Let's take a look at the Empire here. So, just don't want to go too far in. One of these cannons are doing the dirty work. We're going to see which one has kills. This one has 1. 10 from this one. So this is the one doing the dirty work, but it's 6 of it. 1 on that one. None from that one. 2 from this one, and 1 vehicle destroyed as well. So this one has also done some important work taking out a vehicle. I think there's one more over here. Let's see what it has done. None on that one as well. So this middle one here, adjacent to one of the front entrances, number 10. Number 10 kills rather, I should say. Here's the front entrance. The rebels will be heading in here to take on the facility. So there's still a lot of work ahead for the rebellion, as they have to get through this facility. And then once they get through with that facility, they're here to this kind of command outpost here, where there are some depth troopers and important high-ranking Imperial officials within these halls that they're going to take out. Let's go back to the battle here as pacifier is erupting again. And those cannons are going to be very crucial from the Empire in wielding off and holding off the rebellion and their advance. This trooper are gonna crawl to cover. Safest option for him right now. I think you can hear now. You can kind of hear, if you really listen, those cannons firing off, and you obviously can hear the explosions from the impact. As pop shots are being taken mostly. Stormtroopers. I don't know how many stormtroopers are left on the front lines here. These positions were all filled. As you can see, bodies sprawled out left and right. There were a line of stormtroopers here as well. They've been completely obliterated to a point where there are no bodies left. Almost the same here. So the front lines are falling. That is the bright side for the rebellion. The thing that they have to really contend with are the stormtroopers that remain, and of course these cannons, which are getting ready to destroy what's left of this tank. If that goes down, you have to be careful. It could actually... Never mind. I was going to say it might take out these stormtroopers with the explosion, but they're fine. And the rebels now, switch them. Vast numbers. Most of them went the same way. That I actually played to their advantage. But also when you consider there still is that almost that cannon, as I was about to make point of it, still is that cannon, multiple of them. And they're firing on these positions, not wasting any time and getting off as many shots as possible to slow down the rebel advance. That's what the rebels seem to be focused on right now, are taking out the stormtroopers. I think if they can take out the stormtroopers, they'll be okay with moving up, because they can possibly move quicker than the cannons can fire on their position. That sounds like a crazy thing to say, but is one of their only hopes in pushing up, because they are vehicleless. As you just saw, the last hover tank was destroyed a few seconds ago. So it's all up to their ingenuity, and as the rebels always seem to have, is up to their hope as well. You see things are getting a little bit better. They're moving up a lot further than they usually have. They've made it to these line of crash gunships. And cannon fire and blaster fire is not all too prevalent as it once was just a few minutes earlier. So this could be a sign that the rebels have made that punch through point and can move into the facility itself, as they once again are met with blaster fire. Some coming from over there, so there's still some stormtroopers there, it seems. And of course there are still stormtroopers up this main pathway before they get into the facility itself. As you can see, cannon fire once again erupting. Let's take a look at the rebel casualties. Once again, more cannon fire. Might have taken somebody out over here. That had to have killed. Oh gosh, my! They are not letting up. The rebels once again forced to retreat. The Empire is certainly not letting up in their barrage, in which you wouldn't expect them to. I mean, when it comes to this war, the Empire and the Rebellion, there was no sympathy lost for either side. At times. I mean, if you read some novels, you know, sometimes some stormtroopers showed sympathy, but it was more so because they didn't really get integrated into the Imperial war machine as others did. But luckily for the Empire, these troops aren't going to fall into that category of sympathetic soldiers. I'm going to see how many troops are left for the front line of the rebellion. You can see over here we have one Imperial gunner left. They kind of had control of this Magnum Pulse cannon, which really isn't useful for ground assaults. So they were just kind of doing what they could to slow the advance. There was a turret position here. As you can see, it has been wiped. And as a rebel approaches the bridge, this is the closest a rebel has gotten. He's moving up alone. He's got to be careful. He is immediately taken out. But the fact that he even got that close is very important. I mean, they are willing to move up. They see some kind of glimmer of hope. Something's firing over here. I don't know why he's firing over here. There are no rebels that I see of. Actually, there's a rebel. Is that a rebel body at this bridge here? They are. They actually got that close. Look at that. So that's actually a good push in, as reinforcements have spawned in. So we're going to switch to the rebellion control here so we can get a better look at their advance. As more rebel and Imperial fire is being traded. More Imperial than rebel right now, which is not a good sign when you want to take an entire facility. They're being cautious. Snipers are taking shots. Snipers are going to be very crucial if you ask me, because they can obviously hit things from further away. And what they need to do before they move in is take out what remains of those frontline defenses for the Empire. And it's not much left. As you can tell, not much blast of fire erupting yet again. And that is a good sign for the Rebellion and possibly a bad sign for the Empire. I mean, you want to make sure you can keep the pressure going if you have multiple waves of enemies heading your way. Okay, there they go. Those cannons are gonna be a real problem as long as they are outside. I mean, once they get inside, things will let up a bit. I mean, for the rebels still charging in, unless they take out the cannons once they get inside, they'll still have to contend with the explosions of everything coming in. Come on, you guys gotta go. Okay. Let's see what happens now. As another push is being made, these rebels are going to start moving up again. I gotta tell you, if they can get lucky, the luck they need right now is that the cannons let up. That's their biggest hope right now. Cannons let up, or for some reason become a lot less accurate than they were beforehand. As you can see, these stormtroopers sending up. These guys, though they are taking some hits here and there, have the advantage of having those cannons be basically laying down their version of cover fire. It can give them time to crouch back down, heal up if they need to, because they might be the last of the frontline defenses in actuality. If we go around, there's still one trooper. I think there's an Imperial gunner over here who hasn't seen. Oh no, he's been taken out. So yeah, these guys are it for the front line. Then the rebels have a sort of clear path to the front door. Let's check the health on all of these guys. Not very warmly is they're all tremendously low. I think one of them just went down. I think I heard a stormtrooper scream. Okay, that wasn't the case. I don't know who just... Oh, that now it's the case. I don't know who died originally, though. I did hear a stormtrooper scream out in agony. It might have been another trooper I couldn't see. Actually, it might have been this fellow over here. And it was him. So he's down too as well. So numbers are dwindling. He just got a pop in the face. He's gonna crouch back down quickly. But they're gonna open up fire. I want to see how well this guy. He has 3 kills. He has 5 or 6. 1 for him. 4 for him. So these troopers are doing their best work. Pretty consistent squad in terms of knocking down the enemy, holding them back. See the weapons they have. DLT 19s and E11 for this trooper. T21s for these two respectively. Gonna do all they can. These T21s are really popping off shots, doing all they can to hold back the rebellion advance. But when you look at the numbers the rebels have back here, which we're gonna do right now, not much they can do right now against all of that. I mean, they do have a good position. They do have a good defensive position, but they're all that's left. They're dead smack in the middle, which, considering the fact that the Empire still has those cannons on the walls, you might think that might still switch things in their favor. We're going to see how it plays out here. These rebels don't know why they're retreating. I think they're just going to go back and follow that waypoint they were set on, get back on track for the attack here. As you can see, they're all grouping up here. So yeah, they're probably going to get ready to make their push again as more rebels have spawned in. As you can see, the group here. And this circle of terror, as now the circle dissipates into more of a just... I don't even know what else I was going with that. We're just going to forget I said that and go back up here. Now the rebels quietly gonna move up, not firing, being very cautious. All their movements. One rebel in a crater. Another one gonna move up to this wing, or the door of this old gunship, rather, I should say. This trooper gonna throw caution to the wind and just walk right up to the front door, I guess. Let's see if those stormtroopers that we looked at, yeah, they are still there. He just took a shot. Oh, there was a rebel. Oh, the rebels are up here. Look at this. 2 rebels. There's a Wookiee. And what is he carrying? A DL-44, I believe. Yeah. And now the Wookiee gonna take shots. He has opened fire. Just took out a stormtrooper, I think. 3 of them left. There were a lot more at one point. Now there's only 3 left. 2 of them taken out at once. 1 left. This is gonna be very key. Very critical for the Empire if these guys go down, because that means all the attention, all the weight of this defense is going to be shifted to everyone that's inside the main facility. I mean, these rebels are just going to nonchalant walk off, I guess. I think he knows, though. He knows there's still 1 more stormtrooper. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? Oh, they're going to move up together. The rebel and the stormtrooper. They're going to be in shot. That stormtrooper is healing up. They got to do something quick. I think that rebel just took out a grenade. He did. He throws it. Perfect throw. He's taken out, and the grenade takes out the stormtrooper. The Wookiee still alive. He just saw that trooper give the ultimate sacrifice. As now all the hopes of holding back the rebel advance lays on the cannons. No more troopers, as you can see there. That cannon now taking fire from rebels that are moving up on the right side of the main attack. And now the cannons are becoming far more active than they were beforehand, because they are all that's left before the rebels get inside. So let's switch to the Empire, see how these cannons are holding up. I mean, this one's taking a lot of hits. They're not shielded, but I don't know if normal blaster fire could do anything to really destroy it. So they're going to really have to aim for the gunners themselves. Can they do that? I fully believe that. I mean, look at this. That's frightening. That is frightening. That gunner is staring down that Wookiee, aiming his gun at him at every move he makes. That's downright frightening. So switch back to the Rebellion. They're going to calm it down here. So they're really just calming it down. They're even walking in some regards here. Walking through the facility. I guess they're on a sweeping phase, maybe trying to make sure all stormtroopers have been taken out. As you can see, the spoils of war, helmets of stormtroopers long fallen, still scattered out between these positions. Their weapons laying on the ground. Helmets and weapons, all that remain, because they were obliterated by explosions. Bodies never to be recovered. As now rebel numbers are mounting, and they get ready to move into the facility. I'm going to give you guys another view of the facility so you can see what they will have to deal with once they make it inside. Lots of troops in here, through the hallways, in some rooms. Now, most of these guys aren't really ready for combat. Now, I'm going to say most. I say a good handful aren't combat ready. They're more so at computers, making things sure that things in the base, as you can see, like these guys here, are at stations, at computers, at terminals, making sure the base runs at proper function. Some of these guys aren't going to be ready when these rebels come knocking. They probably aren't even expecting it. They're probably thinking, oh, our men outside can totally handle this situation. We're just going to make sure the base is still running at full capacity. Well, little do they know, that belief has all but shattered. And now rebels, okay, I don't know where they're going. They've turned around. Um, they're not going in. Are they all doing this? Okay, no, these guys are still like pacing, running around this area here. What are these guys doing? They're all, where are they all going? Why are they bunching up here? I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what's happening. As okay, more troops have spawned in. Maybe they'll still go where they're supposed to go. I don't know why these soldiers have decided to bunch up, and I just don't know what's happening. They're coming back here too. This is weird. Look, they're coming back to this point. I mean, some of them are okay. Now these guys are bunching up here. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna call it here. I wanted this battle to go on a little bit longer. I really wanted to get. All right, we're just gonna do this. Maybe okay. See, there's one Wookiee going inside. He's probably gonna die once he gets in there. Like I said, he died once he got in there. Oh wait. Battle's coming alive. Maybe that's what they needed to move. So let's just select a squad. Make them go in to about right. Where's the attack move? Go to right here. Oh! I think 2 cannons fired at once. Yeah, don't walk. Don't go so slow now. Just have 3 cannons aimed at you simultaneously, firing at all of you. Okay. Totally. Oh yeah, they're turning around for some reason. Okay, I don't know what's happening with this particular battle. They're supposed to be moving into the facility. They're not. I'm still gonna upload this despite this weird technical difficulty. But sadly, we didn't get the battle we wanted. I might make a part 2 with just the facility. Oh gosh. Let's not look at that death happening. I might make a part 2 of just the facility itself. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for other videos as well. I got some Sins of Soul the Empire coming, some retro Battlefront 2 as well, and maybe some other games here and there. So keep it all out and stay safe out there, and make sure you stay home if you're ordered to, and really be watchful about everything. I know it's a troubling time, but we're gonna keep trying to have fun throughout it all as well until it is all over, and then we can go out and have even more fun. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, a like will be greatly appreciated, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the Marauders Guild and ring that bell to get notified about any upload in the very near future. Until the next time, may the force of others be with you.